So a new trailer for the game Wild Hearts just dropped, and I want to take this opportunity to look at the trailer and give my thoughts on Wild Hearts as a whole. So the trailer opens up with these new weapons called the Claw and Blade. Well, I don't know if they're necessarily new, but this is the first time I've noticed them at least. This seems like to be some sort of flying dual blades. I mean, they're pretty floaty. They kind of remind me of like Sora from Kingdom Hearts 2 or something like that, but if you're excited for these weapons, I definitely get the appeal, right? I mean, insect glaive mains, eat your heart out. Now, the design for this monster, which is called Golden Tempest, is really cool. I like this like saber-toothed tiger with these like vine tentacle things coming out of its back. Solid design. Now, this gameplay, we really get to see that Monster Hunter inspiration like shine. I'm really enjoying this. Personally, I would love to see more companies tackle the monster hunting genre, you know what I mean? That kind of style of gameplay. Now, Omega Force has made a Monster Hunter game in the past. It was called Tokiden, and Tokiden 2 played it. It's a very arcadey version of Monster Hunter, and this kind of like seems to have that arcadey, fast-paced feel, but it looks pretty solid. I'm really enjoying it. Now we get to the second weapon showcased in this trailer. Now, this is the cannon, but I would like to coin this weapon as the BAG, big ass gun, because pretty much this is just a big ass gun. This is a very fast paced, very strong looking, at least, gun. I love it. You even have this like Kamehameha attack. Let's look at that again. Actually incredible. What's funny is that the blasts, or like the shots, are actually called ki. Like if you look on the top right, ki blast, conjure ki blast, aim ki blast, like that's so cool. Like this weapon is more my cup of tea. I'd also like to point out that in this trailer, we're getting a really good feel of how the katakuri are gonna work. Now, the katakuri, those are the tools and building type things that you're making. It's not super fast paced. This isn't Fortnite. You're not just placing buildings everywhere. It looks like you have to be very intentional where you put the katakuri, how many katakuri resources you're using, stuff like that. So it looks like a lot of skill and thought is going to have to go into the katakuri system. Also, the tools look great. The big hammer thing, the walls, the way the hunters utilize the walls and the hammer, it looks great. Fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. I was very skeptical of the katakuri system at first, but this trailer is selling it for me. Now, on the topic of katakuri, the next weapon is the Katakuri staff. Now this staff looks really cool. It's kind of a mixture of a staff and a great sword, or like a great sword. It looks really big. Also, can we talk about how that tiger just used Rasengan? Like, actually, what the f was that? That was really cool. This thing looks great, especially in this enraged state. Fantastic monster. I'm really digging this monster. But back to the Katakuri staff. It looks like you've got a very fast-paced staff weapon that you can move around, that you charge up to finally use the giant sword mode. And at the very end of this hunt, the hunter seems to use like a true charge slash. I mean, let's look at that. That's straight up a true charge slash. Like, that's just lifted from Monster Hunter. That damage, though. I'm liking this. This might be my weapon. One thing I'm really liking about this game is that once you defeat the monster, it goes into this like limp state where the hunter has to give a final blow to kill the monster outright. I love how this hunter bows after he kills the monster. This shows so much respect for the monster and the hunt, and is very immersive to me. Like, this makes me feel like I'm a part of the world. Now, there is a complaint that I have about Monster Hunter Rise that seems to still be in Wild Hearts. When you're playing Monster Hunter Rise and you have the default settings, there are these like shout outs that the hunter will make, you know, like, I'll see you in hell, when he's doing like some dual sword attack or something like that.
Don't take this personal. Let's have some fun. Fear my strength.
I hate those. I hate those a lot. And Wild Hearts seems to have these little shout outs. I'll play this one right here.
Running away.
So the monster is running away and the hunter says, it's running away. Like, that makes a lot of sense. But in Monster Hunter Rise, it's super over the top and really like anime-ish. I really hate that. That, for me personally, really like kills the immersion for me, especially when you have like followers on a quest, and at the end of the quest they start talking about dongos or something, and you just slayed a gigantic dragon beast, you know what I mean? Like, oh god, I hate that. So it looks like this game takes itself a little bit more serious. Now, I know how goofy Monster Hunter can be, and I love the goofiness of Monster Hunter. The Palicos throughout the entire franchise have been like comic relief, and it's been great. But the shoutouts in Rise, I'm so glad that there is, now this is just a dumb rant, can't. I'm so glad that there was an option to turn that off because of how immersion breaking it was for me personally. You know, a lot of people like that shit. For me, I really didn't like it. It looks like Wild Hearts takes itself a little bit more serious, and I like that. I like that a lot. I know World took itself a little bit more serious. I think it was a little too serious for Monster Hunter. Again, this is why I like the idea of more games in that Monster Hunter genre style, right? Because with Monster Hunter, there's so much personality that the game has. There's like a level of goofiness that it has. There's weapons that are like very iconic. There are monsters that are very iconic. But if a game like Wild Hearts comes out, it can flip the script, it can do its own thing, it can be more serious, and the player can actually take it serious without 20, 25 years or whatever, how long Monster Hunter's been around. I've been playing it since 2008, so you know what I mean? For years, it's had a certain personality, a certain kind of feel to it. Another company can take the genre and give it an entirely different feel. I love this. I love this. I want to see more Monster Hunter style games. All right, with all that said, Wild Hearts is shaping out to be a fantastic looking game. Can't wait for a demo or something, or just to buy the freaking game and get it in my hands. What do you think? What do you think about Wild Hearts? What do you think about the trailer? Did you like the video? Leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Let me know any thoughts that you had on this video, on this trailer in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.